Hey there and welcome to Dark Blue Nutrition. My name is Katie for those of you who are new, and I'm a dietitian and personal trainer. On this channel we talk about all things nutrition, mindful and intuitive eating, and we do some fun fitness videos too. So if that interests you, then definitely join the community and subscribe below. So today's topic is the 4 healthy habits that I think you should all include into your weekends to have a healthier week all year long. These are a few habits that I'm super pumped to talk to you guys about because they're things that I incorporate into every single week so I can have just a healthier and more smoothly run week. They are not super rigid, hard to do, or complex, but I think there are things that are really going to change your life, and I think that you're going to find that the more realistic that you are with setting goals, the more likely you are to stick to them. So without further ado, let's just get straight into those 4 healthy habits. The first healthy habit that I think you should all incorporate into your week is to shop, prep, and chop your fruits and veggies every single weekend. Typically what I do is when I have some free time, usually on Friday or Saturday, I do grocery shopping. And then Sunday is kind of my day to assess my kitchen, see what I just got, and to prep some simple ingredients that I can include into a variety of different meals. So I don't exactly batch prep meals, but I batch prep ingredients like maybe chicken, rice, any fruits and veggies that I got from the grocery store, and then I can kind of prep and plan my week according to the ingredients that I have. I know meal prep can be very daunting and very intimidating, but the thing I want you to hone in on this time is just the fruits and veggies and chopping them up, washing them, prepping them for the week. So that way when you're going about your week and you want something quick to air fry or bake in the oven, or you want something like a fruit salad, you don't have to go through all the trouble each individual time you want a fruit or veggie. You can just incorporate them easily as you go. And that's just a really simple way to make sure that you're getting nutrient-dense meals all week long with little to no prep. And the thing that I love about it is that I don't have to do dishes 100 times when I chop and prep everything in one go. The next thing that you can incorporate into your Saturday or Sunday evening is planning out your exercise routine. Again, this doesn't have to be rigid. This doesn't have to be something that is your ride or die schedule. It's just a flexible plan that you can think, oh, it's 10 o'clock. I should be working out for 20 minutes or a half an hour or whatever you have planned and whatever is realistic to your goals and where you're at in your fitness journey right now. So for me, I like to stay pretty consistent with my routine, so I really don't have to think about it or even write it down or schedule it. I do an at-home workout for about 30 to 40 minutes every day at 10 o'clock. And sometimes it varies. Sometimes I have a Zoom meeting at 10 o'clock, so I do my workout at 11, or I have meetings all morning, so I schedule it at 2 p.m. But I try to stick to that 10 p.m. schedule just because it's easy and I don't have to think about it. And if you've ever read Atomic Habits, one of the things that the author recommends is to make your habits seamless, make them easy, and so you barely have to think about them. And that's what kind of makes my schedule way easier. The third thing that I think everyone should plan for and incorporate into their week is meditation. This one, I will admit, is very difficult for me to plan in, but I try to pair it with something else, like either my morning routine before I get my makeup on or before I get dressed, or before a workout. I try to pair it with a habit that I'm already kind of adjusted to. That's called habit pairing, and we can talk about that in another video if you guys are interested. But essentially, habit pairing is just another way to make something easier because it's pairing something that you're already accustomed to doing in your normal schedule with something that you maybe have a harder time doing. And pairing those 2 habits together makes it easier to do the more difficult habit. So I am pairing meditation at least 2 to 3 times a week with my exercise or my morning routine, and that helps me fit it in. I know meditation can be kind of a hard thing to do, especially if you're like me and you have really racing thoughts when you do your own meditations. I highly recommend, if you have racing thoughts during meditation, to do a guided meditation, not just do it on your own. And the app I love to use is Insight Timer. I'm not sponsored by them at all, but I do have their annual subscription and I love what they do. They have courses on anxiety and self-care. They have meditations that are guided, and they have different music that can help you like fall asleep and, you know, have settle into your self-care routine. And they also have some free stuff too if you don't want to pay for that annual subscription. And the thing that you can do if you don't want to pair it with your morning routine or your exercise routine is to just schedule an alarm in your phone to go off 2 to 3 times a week and schedule in that meditation that way. That can also be a super easy way to plan in the meditation to take care of yourself and to plan in self-care for the week, because I know how difficult that can be. Speaking from experience, I know if I don't plan to take care of myself, it just doesn't happen. So that's one really essential tool that I think everyone needs to incorporate in their week to have a healthy, happy week. My fourth tip might go without saying, but I wanted to incorporate it anyway, and that is having a planner to plan your week and to plan anything else out that you think is essential to a healthy, happy, idealistic week. I know we may not have a perfect week and we may not be able to fit in every single thing that we want to, but what I like to do is prioritize 3 things per day to do throughout the week, and I plan 1 week at a time. So I try not to get way too far ahead of myself in my planner, but I do 1 week at a time, and I plan on Sunday evening about maybe my workouts, what I'm planning to do, who I'm seeing that week. Not seeing anyone in 2020, but hopefully more people in 2021. I like to plan out my meditations or self-care. I do my YouTube planning that way. What you plan doesn't necessarily have to be related to health, nutrition, or fitness, but for some reason, writing things down and having an organized schedule helps me just stay on top of things and feel less anxious because I know what to expect throughout the week. One planner I love is the Happy Planner. That's a planner I used for a really long time, but I also just recently got one on Amazon that's super simple, and it has like one section for writing your to-dos, and then the other section is just empty space to write out whatever you have planned for that week. So I really like the simplicity of that one, but I also love the kind of fancy ones like the Happy Planner. So I'll leave links to those in the description box below if you are interested. So let me know in the comment section below, what's your #1 priority this week? I highly recommend starting with one single thing at a time and then working your way to all 4 of these healthy habits. If there's one thing that I learned from nutrition coaching with one-on-one clients, it's that focusing on one thing at a time is the best way that you can plan for success. When you try to focus in too many areas at once, you give a small fraction of yourself to each of those categories at a time, if that makes any sense. So focus all your energy on one of these habits this week, and then when you go into your next week, focus on that habit, or once you've solidified habit #1, move on to habit #2. That is my best suggestion as your registered dietitian nutritionist. I'll make sure to link to my nutrition guide, one-on-one coaching, and all the fun things that you can find in the Dark Blue community below, and all the things that I mentioned in this video below. Also, I do have Dark Blue Nutrition merch if that's something that you're interested in purchasing to support the channel. And I'll leave some suggestions for videos that I think you'll love in the end card. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.